Let us solve another question applying Kirchhoff's voltage law. So for the following circuit, find the currents in R1, R2 and R3 using KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. So we have a circuit with three resistors R1, R2 and R3. We have to calculate current flowing through R1, R2 and R3 by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law. So currents are already marked in this question. So in the circuit, currents are already marked. So from this source, a current of I1 is flowing, and from this voltage source, a current I2 is flowing. These two currents adds up at this point, and a current of I1 plus I2 is flowing through resistor R3. So now let us mark the polarities of voltages. Okay. So this is minus for a battery, this is minus, and this is the positive terminal. So now current is flowing in this direction. So from higher potential to a lower potential. So I2 is flowing in this direction, So from a higher potential to a lower potential, and I1 plus I2 is flowing in this direction, from a higher potential to a lower potential. So we have marked all the polarities. Now let us write the equations for Kirchhoff's voltage law equations. So here we have to calculate the currents in R1, R2 and R3. See, current in R1 is I1, current in R2 is I2, and current in R3 is I1 plus I2. So here we have two unknowns. I1 and I2 are unknowns. So in order to calculate two unknowns, we need two equations. If we need to get the value of two unknowns or two variables, we need two equations. So here we need to consider two meshes or loops. This is one loop. This one is the first loop, and this one is the second loop. So this is loop 1. So this is loop 1, and this is loop 2. So this one is loop 1, and this one is loop 2. Okay. So consider loop 1 and applying KVL to loop 1. Okay. So according to KVL, the algebraic sum of all the voltages in a closed mesh is 0. So all the voltages means there will be EMF of the battery and voltage drop across resistors. Okay. So we have to trace the circuit in a particular direction. So let us start from here and let us move in the clockwise direction. So we can move in any direction, either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, as our convenience. Okay. So for instance, I am tracing in the clockwise direction. So let us start from this point. So I am moving in this direction, that is from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery. So there is a rise in potential. So battery voltage should be marked as plus 15. Now second is the resistor. So I am moving in this direction. So positive to negative. So drop in potential, higher potential to lower potential. So there is a drop in potential. So voltage across the resistor should be marked as negative. And voltage across this resistor will be V is equal to I into R. I1 into R is 10 ohm or 10 I1. Okay. Now in this loop, the next component is resistor R3. So I am proceeding in this direction. So first I have considered the voltage source, then R1 and then R3. So I am following this direction, that is from positive to negative, drop in potential. So minus voltage drop across R3, that is current into R3. Current flowing through R3 is I1 plus I2. So I1 plus I2 into 5. Into 5, which is equal to 0. Algebraic sum of all the voltages is 0 according to Kirchhoff's voltage law. So I can rearrange this as 15 minus 10 I1 minus 5 I1 minus 5 I2 is equal to 0, or 10 I1 10 plus 5, 15 I1. 15 I1 plus 5 I2 is equal to 15. This equation can be rearranged like this, and let us mark this as equation number 1. So now let us apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to the second mesh or the second loop. Okay, so for the second loop also, let us proceed in one particular direction. So this is the second loop. So let us start from this point, and I am going to trace the circuit in the clockwise direction. So first component is R3. So I am proceeding in this direction, that is from negative terminal to positive terminal. So there is a rise in potential. So battery voltage, the voltage across R3 should be marked as positive, negative to positive, rise in potential. And voltage across R3 is I1 plus I2 into R3, that is 5 into I1 plus I2. So for loop 2, 5 into I1 plus I2. Now I am following this direction. Second component is R2. So from negative to positive, there is a rise in potential. So plus I2 into R2, that is 15 I2. So next component is the voltage source. So I am coming in this direction. So from positive to negative of the battery. So there is a drop in potential. So this should be marked as minus 10, which is equal to 0. According to Kirchhoff's voltage law, algebraic sum of all the voltages in a closed mesh is 0. So now let us rearrange this equation. So 5I1 plus 5I2 plus 15I2, that is 5I1 plus 20I2 is equal to 10. This will be equation number 2. Now we have two equations and two unknowns. So on solving equation 1 and 2, we will get the value of I1 and I2. We will get I1 and I2, and the value of I1 will be, so we can use calculator for solving the equations. So I1 will be 10 divided by 10 by 11 ampere. I2 will be 3 by 11 ampere, and current flow, we have to calculate current flowing through R1, R2 and R3. Current flowing through R1 is I1, current flowing through R2 is I2, and current flowing through R3 is I1 plus I2. So current flowing through R3 or I1 plus I2 is equal to 10 by 11 plus 3 by 11, which is equal to 13 by 11 ampere.